Hi, today we're going to read about Roman roads and bridges. Before we start, I'm going to tell you guys a couple of vocabulary words to make the reading easier as we go along. The first word is peninsula. Peninsula is a piece of land that juts out, which means sticks out, and is surrounded by water on most sides. Usually it's surrounded by water on three sides. Conquered. The word conquered means to win in a war. Territory. A territory is an area of land that is considered to belong to one person or a state. An empire. Empire is also known as a kingdom, and it is a group of states or countries that is under one ruler, meaning that there is one person in charge of all of those states or countries. And the last word we're going to talk about is the word Rome. Rome is the capital of the city of Italy. As Romans fought and conquered new territories on and beyond the Italian peninsula, they built paved roads which connected those territories back to Rome. Today's phrase, all roads lead to Rome, reflects the historical fact that Roman roads connected the capital of the empire to most of the distant territories that they conquered. So, when they're talking about the distant territories, they're talking about the distant lands or areas that they won in war. Okay, so they built roads to connect these areas to each other. The strength of Roman engineering is reflected in the construction of these roads. The roads were built of several different layers, and the top layers were often paved. The Romans also built drainage ditches along the sides of the roads to prevent water from damaging them. Rome's work is so enduring that some parts of this original road system will exist today in Europe and the Middle East. So, what this paragraph is saying is that the Romans built their roads and they were built in several different layers. So, there might have been dirt on the bottom, stone, and then on the top they were paved. Kind of similar to how ours are paved now, but probably not quite so nice. They also built drainage ditches along the sides of the roads. That is just like the drainage or sewage systems you're going to see today on the sides of our roads, where all the water goes down so that our roads don't flood as much. When it says Rome's work is so enduring, it means that it was good work and it has lasted a long time because some of those original roads still stand today. In addition to roads, Romans also built a network of bridges to create a land-based connection between the city and its territories across rivers and other bodies of water. These bridges were built out of stone and as a result were strong and durable. Many of the bridges included arches. This element of design helped to make the bridges strong and also allowed boats to move in the water underneath of the bridges. So not only did the Romans build roads, they also built bridges, and bridges are still important today because we need to connect the roads. Okay, so they built their bridges out of stone and they were strong and durable. Durable again means that they were able to last a long time. They built the arches in the bridges, and the arches caused boats to be able to go underneath of them. We still see arches in our bridges today for the exact same reason, so that boats can go underneath of them. Okay, next paragraph. Many of Rome's major construction projects, such as roads, were built by soldiers. The roads were a priority for Rome's military because it was important for troops to be able to move quickly and easily transport supplies from one part of the empire to another. However, traders, messengers, and others also benefited from these roads. Traders were able to bring spices, jewelry, furs, perfume, and food from North America, Asia, and Europe so people all over the empire could buy goods they might not otherwise have had. Tax collectors also traveled on these roads, bringing wealth and resources from conquered territories back to rulers in Rome. Rome's elaborate system of roads and bridges helped make it possible for the Romans to hold together their large empire for a long time. Okay, so what this paragraph is saying is that soldiers built their roads and their construction projects. Okay, so they didn't just go to fight; they actually built the roads, and the roads were very important for the Rome's military because that enabled the soldiers to move quickly back and forth to take supplies from one part of the empire. And if you remember what we said an empire was, it was their whole kingdom in Rome. Okay, their whole area that was under one ruler, their empire. But soldiers weren't the only people who used the roads and the bridges. Traders, messengers, who are kind of like our mailman today, except that they would not come the way our mailman does, but they would carry a message from, say, me to you and would deliver it. They benefited from also the traders brought things over from North America, Asia, and Europe so that people could all over the world could have goods, and the tax collectors used the roads also, and they brought the wealth back from conquered territories back to the rulers in Rome. So when we say conquered territories, we are talking about areas that were won in war and now belong to Rome, so they would bring wealth back. Okay, Rome's elaborate, which means it was big and kind of fancy and well built system of roads and bridges, they made it possible for the Romans to hold their large empire or kingdom together for a very, very long time.